Hi everyone, welcome back to the Knockout Network. Today, we're exploring an intriguing outlook, how Mike Tyson's fight with Jake Paul just may help Donald Trump win his upcoming US election. With Tyson's fight against Jake Paul just around the corner, the timing couldn't be more intriguing. We'll explore how their long friendship, the context of the fight, and the overlapping fan bases create a unique dynamic. Let's unpack how these connections play out. Mike Tyson will play a significant role in helping Donald Trump with the upcoming US election, and the timing of his fight with Jake Paul couldn't be better for several reasons.
I'm just gonna keep my opinions to myself. But anyway, I'm voting for Trump, so what somebody's gonna do about it?
I don't think anybody, I'm gonna disagree with you.
Oh yeah, but I'm just talking about, so what?
Yeah, does it make you feel weird that
No,
people...
so what?
We'll break it down into 3 key points, starting with Tyson and Trump's friendship and history, the context and timing of the Tyson versus Paul fight, and the similarities in their fan bases, with Trump recently getting on Joe Rogan's long-anticipated podcast. So let's get started.
What is it about Mike Tyson that brings people to him? Why are they drawn to Mike Tyson?
Well, there's a certain charismatic way that Mike has that I haven't seen in very many people. I mean, it's beyond even as a fighter. He's an incredible fighter. He's a great machine as a fighter, really, and that's all you can say. He's just an incredible fighter, but he's got a magnetism, and it's a personal magnetism, and he's fantastic. This is why everyone's here.
What made you come out? Are you a big fight fan? Or
Well, he's a
what is it
friend of
about him?
mine. He's been a friend of mine over the years. I thought he was very unfairly convicted. I never felt that what happened to him was right based on...
Let's first explore the history between Mike Tyson and Donald Trump. Their friendship dates back to the 90s, a period when both were at the height of their careers. Tyson was the heavyweight champion, known for his ferocity and raw talent in the ring. He was not just a boxer, he was a cultural icon. At the same time, Trump was making a name for himself in real estate and entertainment, establishing himself as a figure of wealth and influence. Trump was frequently seen at Tyson's fights, often sitting ringside. In a famous interview from the late 90s, Trump praised Tyson's fighting prowess, calling him one of the greatest athletes of all time. He marveled at Tyson's ability to command the ring, describing the atmosphere around Tyson's fight as electric. This public admiration helped solidify their bond, making their friendship a notable part of both men's narratives.
We were at the UFC fight in Miami, and you walked up with Trump, and that place lost their mind when you guys walked. I don't know if you...
Hey, listen, Trump is, I don't like, people don't like, but Trump is the man. Trump is the man. He has his fan base, he has his supporters, and they're going to stick with him to the end.
How has he been to you over the years?
Hey, I always, I never had a bad moment with him.
You've never had a bad moment?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Did you...
Became very profited from him. It was just great relationship.
When did you guys...
Tyson has consistently defended Trump during controversies, showcasing their loyalty. For instance, during the tumultuous 2016 election, Tyson openly expressed his support for Trump. In interviews, he emphasized how Trump had always treated him well and mentioned how their friendship transcended the political landscape.
I like Donald Trump, you know? Donald Trump stood up for me when they talked bad about me, and people said, what do you think about this convicted rapist? Said he was for you. He responded, and he said, he accepted my, vouching for it. He accepted that and said, Mike is my friend, and I respected that.
Tyson's public endorsement not only strengthens their relationship, but also creates a narrative that appeals to both boxing fans and Trump supporters. The cultural implications of their friendship are significant. In today's politically charged climate, relationships like theirs can influence public perception. Tyson's presence in the election cycle could rally boxing fans around Trump, particularly those who admire Tyson's comeback story. As a figure who has overcome personal and professional challenges, Tyson's endorsement can resonate with the voters who value resilience and loyalty. This camaraderie paints Trump as a man who values relationships, which can sway undecided voters who appreciate personal connections over political rhetoric.
Well, he promoted like 18 of my fights, all right? And so how can I not know him well?
Right.
You know, your promoter, he promotes you. He's with you. He's taking pictures with you during the whole, he runs this show. He's with you for 6 weeks, taking pictures, doing all kind of shit in front of the hotel. And He's just some guy like us that became president. And you know, he was good to everybody when he was giving them free tickets and free hotel rooms. You know, he just became a president, and I guess his politics changed or whatever it is. But I always remember him from being a good guy, paying me a lot of money. You know what I mean? Help giving my friends rooms and shit free, food, you know, so I know the president and who he was, and I know that guy too.
Now, let's dive into Tyson's upcoming fight with Jake Paul, aka the Problem Child. This match has been generating a significant amount of buzz. Tyson, a legendary figure in boxing, is stepping back into the ring against Paul, who has captured the attention of younger audiences through his controversial antics and social media presence. Paul represents a new wave of fighters who are reshaping the landscape of boxing, making this clash particularly interesting.
Another one, Jake Paul. You don't want to fight this guy. You know, you don't want to fight. He's got a big fight coming with Mike Tyson, but he's glad he didn't fight Mike when Mike was 19. He told me that today. But he's a fantastic guy, very talented guy in a lot of ways.
The fight is not just about two personalities. It is a spectacle that promises massive viewership, with boxing experiencing a resurgence in popularity, particularly among younger fans. This event could draw in a diverse audience. The potential for high ratings is crucial, especially as we approach the election. This fight serves as a platform for both Tyson and Paul to showcase their skills while drawing in fans from both the boxing and social media worlds. Adding to the excitement is the fact that this fight will be streamed live on Netflix, an unprecedented move for a boxing match. Netflix's foray into live sports is a game changer, offering a new platform for viewers who may not have traditional pay-per-view subscriptions. This accessibility could draw in a wider audience, particularly young viewers who are already familiar with the streaming service. By airing the fight on Netflix, it enhances the fight's visibility and places it directly in front of millions of potential viewers, making it a cultural event rather than just a sports match. Now, here's where things get really intriguing. Some people speculate that the timing of this fight has been strategically planned to align with the upcoming US election. The theory suggests that Tyson's fight could serve as a way to bolster Trump's visibility during this critical moment in his campaign. By creating a spectacle that captures public attention, Tyson's fight could inadvertently benefit Trump as he seeks to rally support. With the fight generating headlines, it could divert attention away from political opponents, creating a buzz that benefits Trump's campaign. The crossover appeal of Tyson, a figure with a storied career, and Jake Paul, who captivates a younger demographic, means that social media outlets will likely cover both the fight and the election extensively. Imagine Tyson's name dominating news cycles right alongside Trump's campaign efforts. This type of media attention is invaluable during an election cycle. This connection between sports and politics isn't new, but the stakes are particularly high this time. Tyson's reputation as a fighter and his history with Trump could create a compelling narrative. The idea of Tyson supporting Trump resonates with fans who see both figures as underdogs in their respective fields, further blurring the lines between sports and politics. In essence, the fight serves as a backdrop for Trump's narrative, creating an environment where both figures can thrive. Finally, let's discuss the fan base. Tyson and Trump share a surprising amount of overlap. Both have passionate supporters who appreciate their larger-than-life personalities. Tyson's legendary status in boxing resonates with older fans who appreciate the history of the sport, while Trump's brash style appeals to a diverse audience across various demographics. The recent Trump interview on the Joe Rogan Experience further solidifies this connection. Rogan's podcast reaches millions of listeners, many of whom are fight fans and young voters. It has already reached 50+ million views. In the interview, Trump discussed various topics, including sports and entertainment, which resonates with Rogan's audience.
If Dana's involved, he'll probably make it good. You know the amazing thing, though, in fighting, no UFC fighter, they say, has ever died. And it looks to me much more violent than boxing. Many boxers have died. Isn't it interesting? And Dana tells me because they take so many shots to the face.
Yes, and there's also no other options to preserve yourself, to protect yourself. So if you get hit in a UFC fight, you can clinch. You can try to take the fight to the ground. You get options. Also, You don't get allowed to get knocked down and then get back up. When you get knocked down, you're concussed. And generally, you know, if a guy's really hurt, they can be finished on the ground and the fight's over. If it's boxing, you have 10 seconds to get up. You get up, your head kind of clears, but you're still in real bad trouble, and then you can kind of run away and survive until the bell rings. They're only 3-minute rounds, and then you start again. So you're getting repeated punishment to the head.
By aligning himself with a platform that appeals to fight fans, Trump can engage them in a broader political discussion. This strategy could enhance voter turnout among fans who might feel disconnected from traditional political discourse, making them more likely to support candidates they feel share their interests. And let's not overlook Jake Paul's audience. This fight could engage younger voters who might not typically follow politics, but are drawn to the boxing spectacle. Tyson's involvement serves as a bridge, inviting those younger fans into the political conversation, especially as the election heats up. This crossover could be pivotal for Trump, as engaging younger voters is essential in today's political landscape. As Tyson steps into the ring, he brings a narrative that resonates with Trump's base. Both figures embody a defiant spirit. Tyson's journey back to boxing after personal struggles parallels Trump's political comeback. Their shared experiences can create a sense of unity among their supporters, making them more relatable to each other's fan bases. The blend of sports and politics through their combined narrative can lead to a unique dynamic that shapes public opinion. To sum it all up, Mike Tyson's long-standing friendship with Donald Trump, the strategic timing of his fight with Jake Paul, and their overlapping fan base positions Tyson as a potential key player in Trump's campaign. It's a fascinating intersection of sports and politics that could significantly shape public opinion in the upcoming election. Tyson's influence could help Trump rally support, especially from those who admire his resilience and loyalty. What do you think? How does their friendship influence the upcoming fight and the election? Will Tyson's presence impact Trump's campaign? We want to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates and insights from the Knockout Network. In our next video, we're diving deep into another interesting topic. And trust me, it's going to be a knockout. Stay tuned.